Hi, happy day. Hi, happy day. Welcome back to my channel. Um, my name is, if you're new here, my name is Miriam. I am an intuitive. I speak with angels. I speak with your guides. Speak with the universe. I take in numbers and then I share that message. For today, if you're here, you're meant to hear what I gotta say, and I am currently pre-detangling my hair before I shower, so y'all are just gonna have to deal with that. But that being said, I got two numbers today. I got 757 and 808. 808 has been in my face. But I'm sorry, 757, okay? What came along with 757 was the words, the fear alone can kill you. Okay? So that being said, a 7 is about purpose, about fulfillment, about inner wisdom. It's about you knowing you, honestly, and knowing what you like and what you don't like. Um, 5 is about expansion and relief can be, I like the two definitions of relief. There's relief of like, oh man, I was just dealing with the worst bout of stomach pain in my life and now it's gone. What a relief. And then there's also, you know what? There was just a natural disaster. So this entire community gets relief because guess what? They need help. They need money. They have people in big old trucks that usually don't even like these other people and now they're helping each other. You're realizing what community you have. And then 7 again, which is about the metaphysical, the spiritual side, faith. Where are you on your journeys with these things? Because are you fearful? Because the fear alone could kill you. They say that there's only two real emotions, like cores of emotion, which is fear and love. I like to use startle and comfort because when you think about being a baby, am I cold or am I warm? Because if I'm cold, I'm a little startled. Am I hungry or am I eating? Because if I'm hungry, I'm a little startled. But if I'm warm, I'm comfort. If I'm eating, I'm comfort. Well, I'm at least experiencing comfort. But then I'm choosing to say the words I'm comfort instead. Maybe you are so many people's comfort and you are afraid that you are your own comfort, as if you don't know how to comfort people, or you fear that you will be misunderstood, or you fear that somebody's going to judge you because they're going to think you're crazy because you're over here saying that you talk to angels 323 as I say this. But who cares if you are spreading joy, if you are spreading kindness, if you are spreading love? People are going to think you're weird anyway. All it's doing is illuminating the truth of how people feel anyway. Everybody has confirmation bias. Everyone, including you, including me. And if they're already trying to confirm that you're a weirdo, guess what? You're a weirdo, and that's okay. I like weirdos. I stay on the, where are these weirdos at? Where are these corny people at? Where are these, like, what are these definitions of people that they're given that we're not supposed to like? I like them. I have a radar for them. Because often, when you take the time to listen to those people, when you stop being fearful of, like, oh, I don't know what that person's about, I might get the ick when I'm around them or whatever, when you stop being afraid of what that is going to be, then you get to know what humanity has to offer. And I fear that you believe you have seen everything humanity has to offer, and You might be at that point where you're thinking, is this it? If you're thinking, is this it? You're not, no. Because you're going to be astonished. Okay? So quit being, I'm not saying to quit being scared. Quit allowing it to stop you in your tracks. Sometimes we have to freeze because that's just what our body does. And that's okay. That's the instant response. And that may take a while. Luckily, all this other stuff too is going to take a while too. Because it is, some things actually wouldn't be fearful. Some other times you are simply scared of the what ifs. And you will use discernment to know the difference between those. This is a new beginning for you. And you see how much fear has been crippling you in a way that, and the word fear even frustrates you sometimes hearing it. Because you're like, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anything. Then why are you having such a volatile reaction to being called fearful? I mean, I'm not here to argue with nobody. If you're not scared, you're not scared. If you are not startled, you're not startled. And you get to ask yourself and answer to yourself, are you comfortable right now? And not in the, oh, I'm not growing type of comfortable, but are you on the journey to seeking comfort? Are you on the way to seeking warmth? Even with a hunger in your belly? Even with the shiver down your spine? Aren't you still looking? Aren't you still moving your body to get to the source? Aren't you still surviving? Aren't you getting to the point where you can actually still do it? And I'm telling you, even as a baby, you were doing that mess scared, full of fear. And so you're telling me as a baby you could do that, but now as a grown-up, whenever you have full access to your neck muscles, I don't know, maybe you don't. Everybody's different. Everybody has a whole different story in their life. But period. And now you're telling me you can't still make... I know you are already doing it. I know you're already doing it. Do you know that you're already doing it? Changing gears, because I'm getting rude, apparently. The next number, so I'm going to move on. But it's a new beginning. You're going to have a fun time. It's going to be great. You're not going to be full of fear anymore. Then I have 808. And with that comes, that's what you get when you munch up all the light. That's what you get when you munch up your light. I was watching a video on planets, a wasp planet, outside of their star, and it's so close to the sun, similar to how Mercury is close to the sun. Except it's so close to the sun that its whole surface is molten, and it gives like a red glowing shine that it has. It's surrounded by a red glow from its molten surface, and you can see that. It's also egg-shaped because it's so close that its gravitational pull is stretching. The star's gravitational pull is stretching the planet, the molten planet. So it's a molten red egg. We call it the wasp planet or something like that. And so then this pairs with 808. And so this is about the spiritual journey, the give and take of energy, the ebb and flow of what you put in and what you take out, and what returns to you and what you send away. That's what you get when you munch up all the light. So if you were to just straight up be like, okay, I'm taking the spiritual journey and I'm going all the way. I'm going from my 1% consciousness, because everybody starts with like 1 to 3% consciousness right here, and I'm going to expand that forever. You're going to burn yourself out, baby. I am so sorry to say this. 949 as I was saying this, by the way. I'm so sorry to say this, but I'm not, because I'm just letting you know the truth. But it's polite for me to pretend to be sorry about this, okay? Um, the spiritual journey is not just boom, A to B. You have to go back to the back. You have to go up and down through the vibrations. No one is always a high vibes being. Even high vibes people know this. Like, they are not always going to be high vibes. Okay? We like will everybody forever, no matter how high of a vibration we get, we will always still, things can still anger us. Things can still scare us. Things can still frustrate us. They can still make us desire things. We can still have desires. We can still have all these things. Um, and those are all different vibrational levels. If you just want to ride to the top, woo, go ahead, enjoy. But you're gonna burn yourself out. And honestly, it's just not. And you'll notice it, especially if you've been that person. It's 11:11 on here. Especially if you've been this person, it's like winning the lottery. Um, but in except you're the type of person that it you don't want to win the lottery. You want it done the hard way. You don't. If you were be given $1 million today, you would find a way to make it difficult to spend or to make it an assignment. You want to earn it. That's your soul. That's who you are in your core. Like, you want to understand the entire journey. You don't want to just skip past all these chapters. Your soul craves every chapter, the ups and the downs, and you're at the point now where you see that just racing to the end is just like, okay, well, now I'm exhausted and I didn't even have fun. And I made it this, like, almost not quite a competition, but you made it a race with yourself. Like, you didn't have any time in the world. Why are you racing? Why are you rushing? You have so much time, and even if you feel like you have no time, I guarantee you have more time than you think. And I'm not over here being like, use every hour of the day. You better sleep. You better rest. Look, that's easier said than done. Resting is difficult. Resting is hard work. And that's okay. you even as I'm saying this, I mean, you already know. Like, these are for you. Like, you're feeling it. And I'm sending you much love along this journey because you got a lot of sevens coming at you. Got a lot of sevens coming at you. And a lot of people just don't really enjoy the seven energy because it's about analysis and figuring things out and, like, looking at things from different perspectives so you can find an answer to things that you may not have had before. Um, just accepting not necessarily the logic, because some of this spiritual stuff isn't quite logical. It's faith, but it is a science in your spirituality. 1331, as I say this, there is the back and forth of things that you do. You're like, oh, well, I did this and I went and saw this person, I felt like this after seeing them. And I went and saw that person, I still felt like that one after seeing them. When I went and did this, I felt like this after doing it. Whenever I went and did this, I felt like this after doing it. So you've been running these, like, experiments. There's variables, of course, but you've been, like, going back and forth and you're like, what is this, and how is this, and how is this, and how is that. And you're simply been collecting data, and that's what this time is about, is to collect information. Not necessarily figure out what the information means right now, just to allow the things to soak in, the inner knowledge, the inner wisdom, the dreams that you're having. Um, you're having dreams. And you may not be remembering them, but you remember, like, like how it feels. Like, you feel like everything's gonna be okay. You feel like, hey, you got this. Like, there's just, like, this little that is for you. To know that everything's gonna be okay, even things seem wild. When you're able to sleep. I'm not sure if sleeping is, like, a safe place for you. Sleeping is usually a safe place for a lot of people, but some people really don't like sleep. Because they have a hard time with sleeping, like with night terrors and Usually I don't mention that. I usually just kind of talk about, how dreams and the astral are so safe. But so maybe you do have night terrors. I do say if you are someone who does have night terrors, looking into astral projection is something I highly recommend. You can check out Astral Doorway Astral Projection. That's how Astral Doorway started out on YouTube. And see about that. I was very blessed to have, and actually no, you might be one of these people too who have been blessed to naturally know how to astral project. So once you are on the journey of astral projection to like learn how to do it, if you've already been doing it, you will stop astral projecting, um, and learn it from the basics again. And that's what is wanted by your guides. In general, if that's how it happens, because you're meant to like learn it like a kindergartner or something, so then you can really comprehend it in a whole new way and not out of survival. Because sometimes when you're a child and you can't sleep, you have to find ways to like your mind has to cope to survive. Not sleeping, you have to at least sleep a little bit. Um, okay, so that being said, that is an 8 energy. Right? Yeah, that's an 8 energy all around in total for all those numbers. The 757 and 808. So keep looking around. You got the rest of this 8 year. We got a little if you're finding this before the end of the year, I might title it that. Then this is the energy. You have the rest of this 8 energy essence of this year of 2024. So keep looking around and observing and seeing how the energy is coming in and out. Like, do you like that energy? Does it smell like cherries or does it smell like doo doo garbage? Because like, if you like smelling doo doo garbage, that's on you. It smell that as much as you want. I guess I like smelling cherries. Oh yeah, like the cherry scent from the car air fresheners. I always like when people like would come into the office and then they would smell like they just did their car, and you could always tell. And I'd be like, "You just washed your car." Anyway, I'm gonna go clean my body, get out of my jammies that I've been in for multiple days, and go be a human. I was very much enjoying my days off. I enjoyed my days on too. In the meantime, lovies, you keep an eye out for those, or keep a lookout for those numbers, and stay synchronized.